Here I am today, 8 years. I don't drink coffee anymore. I don't take a pill, and I completely believe in natural healing and healing from within. In my case, my breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the entire week is already decided on the weekend. Thought about what you eat, when you eat. It's not just about the timing. So, a lot of people don't understand what is junk food. People think junk food is just French fries or Coke or stuff that comes from a fast food chain.
Welcome to Marina Vibe. Today we have another incredible person who has come over here and who's going to talk a lot about nutrition. So let's introduce Bhavna Nelani with Wellness with B, and let's see what she has to say about nutrition.
Thank you,
Hello,
Marina.
how are you?
Very good, Marina. How are you?
I'm good. Please introduce yourself in the 30 seconds and let us know what all you do.
Sure. So my name is Bhavna, and I like to call myself an Emirati without the passport because I've been in Dubai all my life. That's over 40 years now. I'm a fitness enthusiast. I'm a mom of 2 kids, wife to a loving husband, and most importantly, I am a health and wellness coach, and I'd like to believe a holistic one at that.
Amazing. So, Bhavna, why did you decide to become a nutritionist?
So, Marina, interestingly, I have spent about 15 years as head of finance in a corporate job. And what was happening in those 15 years is that I had developed a lot of health issues. I was battling with hyperacidity, brain fog, constant fatigue. And in order to deal with that, whenever I got myself checked, I was just being given pill after pill to fix the symptoms, not the root. As I started getting into my own health, I understood that it is the root that needs to be fixed. And just having one pill after the other is just putting bandage on the bruise, but not really healing. So I started off on my own journey. I studied Ayurveda. I've studied holistic nutrition. I've studied gut health in detail. And here I am. I was my own first client, I would like to believe. And here I am today, 8 years. I don't drink coffee anymore. I don't take a pill. And I completely believe in natural healing and healing from within.
Wow, that's amazing. So, Bhavna, when I came to know your age, we are not going to disclose. I was surprised. I was like, that cannot be true at all. And then when I took the 21-day gut program, I realized the reason you are so fit and happening is because how you take care of yourself, right? So tell us, in our everyday life, the kind of food choices we do, like my excuse, like I don't have time to eat lunch at 1 o'clock, and I will order whatever is available in the restaurants for me. So this is our lifestyle of all the people, just not in Dubai. I think this is an overall work-life culture that has been formed right now. Absolutely. So how do we deal with this?
So when I work with people, with clients who are working professionals, here's what I tell them. You just need to spend 20 to 30 minutes on the weekend meal planning for the week, right? So in my case, my breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the entire week is already decided on the weekend. So if I have meetings, and of course there will be surprises and there will be, sudden things that you have to get to, but I do try and prioritize my meals. Also, it's a lot about what you eat, when you eat. It's not just about the timing. So choosing simple things, your fruits, your vegetables, you have a source of protein in your lunch. All of that really goes a long way with being healthy, with being fit, with managing weight, overall inflammation. It all boils down to planning.
Okay. So weekends, if we plan our meals, we are sorted. Yeah? At least 50% sorted is what I'm going to say. Okay. What's one common nutrition myth you wish people would stop believing in?
So a lot of people don't understand what is junk food. People think junk food is just French fries or Coke or stuff that comes from a fast food chain. But most food that is available out there these days is actually junk? How much real food is actually there? So when you go into a supermarket, only the periphery of the supermarket has your fruits, vegetables, dairy products, fresh produce. Everything else in the middle aisles is junk food. So people are eating a lot of food thinking that this is all healthy, but I don't think people really understand. When you pick up a packet of a protein bar, which is very common these days,
Yeah.
you flip it around, you will be shocked to see the amount of sugar and chemicals and preservatives that they are there. So I think the most common myth is people's lack of understanding of what is real food versus what is junk food.
I agree with you. So, another question for you. Right now, people say buy organic vegetables or organic everything, correct? So, isn't it too expensive? Nutritionist, eating nutrition food, isn't it expensive as well?
So I look at it in two ways. One, the first and foremost thing is people need to look at their health as an investment, right? When you have health, everything can fly. You can achieve your goals. You can really achieve anything. But when you're sick, you can't get anywhere. So health is an investment. Yes, organic food is expensive, but we don't have to buy everything organic, right? Certain fruits and vegetables, there is something called the dirty dozen. Now, what the dirty dozen is 12 fruits and vegetables which are heavily sprayed with pesticides. These are cucumbers, apples, strawberries. So when you buy this produce, let's try and make it organic. Also, there is a lot of ways these days in which you can wash your fruits and vegetables to remove the pesticide residue. But there are certain other things. I mean, if you're buying a banana, anyways, you're going to peel off the skin and discard it.
Yeah.
You can get a regular one, you know. So it's always wise. Yes, certain things have to be bought organic because the impact of the residue and the chemicals and the pesticides that will go in your body. But some things you definitely can buy normal.
Okay. Thank you for giving us that important information. What simple daily habit can make the biggest difference in someone's health?
One underrated habit I think I've seen with my clients is sleep. I cannot insist on how important it is to sleep on time and to have deep sleep and not be scrolling screen or drinking coffee, 2 hours, 3 hours before your bedtime. Sleep can actually make or break your nutrition. We have two hormones in our body, ghrelin and leptin. Okay. Ghrelin tells our body when it's hungry. Leptin tells our body that now that you've eaten, you're full. When you don't sleep on time and you don't wake up on time, ghrelin and leptin are totally confused and messed up. So your body doesn't get the right signs that it's hungry now, and your body also doesn't get the right sign that it needs to stop eating. So if you've had poor sleep, you end up eating the wrong stuff, you end up craving sugar, you end up drinking a lot of coffee. It completely messes up your nutrition. So for me, I think sleep is your daily habit.
Okay, that's very informative. How do you help clients to create habits that actually stick for a long time?
Fantastic question, Marina. In order to help my clients to create habits that stick for a long time, I've devised a program called the 21-Day Gut Reset. Now, the 21-Day Gut Reset includes nutrition, lifestyle hacks, and day-to-day habits that actually become a part of your daily routine. It become a part of your daily life, and that helps people to stay consistent, motivated for a long time, even after they've finished the 21-Day Gut Reset.
Okay. And I have personally I want to just mention a little bit about this one. So there are few things that you made me do and I still practice it. Okay. One is the chia seed water. That has made a lot of difference, especially when I am trying to eat something and it's not available, like I've lost the track of time. If I have my chia seed water, I am full. And I don't end up eating the junk that I am supposed to be eating at that time. And one is your CCF water.
CCFT.
Yeah, CCFT. Could you explain us a little bit more health benefits of it?
So the CCFT is a simple concoction made with coriander seeds, cumin seeds, and fennel seeds. Now, all these three seeds support digestion and metabolism. What happens is when you boil these three seeds together with water and sip on this warm concoction, you are increasing your metabolism, you are improving your digestion, you even actually are able to fix your bloating, your acidity, and your constipation. So it's a fantastic digestive tea. And anything you eat and you drink this CCFT after that, you actually digest it so much better. You feel so light. It's my
Yes.
daily night drink.
Same for me. I think that is one thing that I have not stopped. It's been more than 3 or 4 months. That is a regular for me. And I see the difference, how it really helps you out.
It actually helps to detoxify as well.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's about your 21-day gut health program. And I would definitely vouch for it that, just being in that WhatsApp group and getting those tips and tricks of how to just stay gut friendly, eat something that is good for your body is good enough message for your brain to oh no, I don't want to have that curd rice or fried chicken or a KFC. Rather, let me just try and buy a fruit or try and do my chia seed water and eat something that is like even the recipes that you have given, the chila paratha. Those are things that I was not doing before this. And after the 21-day gut program, I have it every week. Some way or the other, it's there in my food.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Cool. Okay, let's go down to more questions. What are the common symptoms that indicate someone's gut needs healing?
So, some of the most simple symptoms that people will see almost immediately is acidity and acid reflux, feeling very bloated and heavy after meals, chronic constipation, you're constipated no matter what you eat. Inflammation is a long term thing. Inflammation is something that you will see in your body in the form of aches, pains, swelling, water retention, all these symptoms. And the other thing that is very common these days is people feeling constantly tired. No matter how much you sleep, how you sleep, if someone has chronic fatigue, are perpetually tired, definitely your gut needs healing. And immunity. I mean, the weather is changing now. Everyone's falling sick. You fall sick once a year, fine, that's regular. But if you're constantly falling sick every 2-3 months, again, your gut is definitely inflamed and it needs healing.
Healing. Okay, that's very informative. And I think the way the weather change happens nowadays, at least for me, I can say that we end up falling sick at least 2 or 3 times a year than before few years. Okay. What are the biggest transformation that you have seen in your clients?
Many. I would like to start with the simple ones. So, weight loss. We're looking at 10 kilos, 15 kilos over a period of 3 to 4 months. I
Okay.
don't believe in shortcuts. I'm not somebody who will tell you that you're going to lose 10 kilos in 1 month. That's not me. But we're talking about sustainable weight loss, that once you've lost weight, it doesn't come back, it doesn't bounce back. That's one. Second thing that I've seen is healing of inflammation. So I was working with a client. He was a golfer, but he was in constant aches and pains, and he was every day having at least 1 or 2 pills. We worked together for 6 months, and at the end of 6 months, what he told me was he's not taking a single pill. We brought him off all the headaches and the painkillers and all of that he was taking because inflammation was healed. I've worked with a 52-year-old, and it was his birthday. When his 52nd birthday came, he was like, I don't feel 52. I actually feel 42.
Wow.
Because that's how energetic he felt after the program. His bloating was gone. His stomach was flatter. His confidence level was higher. Health can actually change not just how you feel within, but also how you look outside. It can actually affect your confidence level and just your zest for life.
Yeah,
I've looked at changes from transformations from a body and a mind perspective.
Okay. From a body perspective, and I am myself a plus size woman, I want to say you said we don't use shortcuts and you will not promise someone in 1 month we can lose 10 kgs, right? There are so many things that are available right now in the market. And let me put out the name Munjaro for that reason.
Absolutely.
And I see some of the plus size females end up taking Munjaro. What is your take on it as a nutritionist?
I have one word for Manjaro or Ozempic or whatever. No, no. I mean, if you are now looking online, you're looking at news. News is already coming about all the side effects of Mounjaro and Ozempic, right? These are shortcuts. When it comes to women, women are seeing issues with their hormones, with their period cycle, with their moods, with their energy levels, and from a long-term perspective, you're even looking at issues with your heart condition, your brain cells. Everything is getting affected by these shortcuts. This is absolutely not recommended.
Okay. Thank you. And I think I would like to tell the people that I know personally, we should consider this as a no, because even though it sounds to be easy and we are people who struggle, I know exercise doesn't come that easy with us, and that's why we are looking for these shortcuts, so we don't do the hard work and we still are able to look good, feel good about ourselves. But taking shortcuts like Munjaro, I would also say it's a no, me being on this side of the plus size woman. Yeah? Cool. Okay, one last question. Why do people keep coming back to you? How do you keep yourself credible in your business?
Thank you. I think when people work with me, they realize that I am one, not about the shortcuts. Every recipe, every hack, every tip that I give is something that I have personally tried and tested, is something that is sustainable, that is long term. Like you yourself said, right? You did the gut reset program 3-4 months ago, but there are still things from the gut reset that you are continuing in your life.
Yeah.
And that's my credibility. I will not recommend to you something that hasn't been tried and tested by myself. I will not recommend to you something that is not sustainable, that's not natural.
Correct. Now, my famous question, because we are in December, it's party time, it's the time of celebration, celebrating New Year's, Christmas, everything. And then we are all setting goals, right? New resolutions. This is what we're going to achieve in business, this is what we're going to achieve in our health. And I myself have kept some resolutions. Why do you think these New Year resolutions don't last?
Because people set New Year resolutions that are unrealistic, right? If you are somebody who doesn't exercise at all and your New Year resolution says, I'm going to exercise every day, I promise you by the 15th or the 20th of the month, you're done. You've checked out. People are eating normal or unhealthy food, and suddenly the New Year resolutions is, I'm going to be eating soup and salad for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's not going to fly. People set New Year resolutions that are way away from their current lifestyle. And that's where I come in. I help people set New Year resolutions that are sustainable, that are achievable. If you're somebody who's never seen a gym before, I can't tell you to go to the gym 5 days a week.
Yeah.
When January comes, I'm going to start by telling you, let's go to the gym once a week.
Yeah.
Then let's walk for the rest of the week. Then next, let's go to the gym 2 times a week, 3 times a week. You slowly build up. I give people things that they can do in their day-to-day life, right? You told me you are a very busy person. I'm not asking you to work out 2 hours a day. All I'm saying is, could you go for a walk 30 minutes in the day? That's all I'm saying. So we start small. We build on top of the other. It's called habit stacking. One good habit with your current habit. So your current habit, for example, is I go to work. Can you then stack a healthy habit of, can I walk from my car to my office? So I will take your current habit and stack a healthy habit with it, which will then help you build up these healthy habits. When I work with my clients, New Year resolutions last. They last beyond January.
Okay, fantastic. One last question for you is that what are few things that we can do in our everyday life, simple things, that will help us to be realistic in terms of how to live healthy? Because health is the real currency, right? And we need to encash our health. So what are few things that you think, maybe you can say 5 things that we can do on a everyday basis, not too tedious, but lastable?
I would say five things that really help on a day to day basis. I will definitely start with getting some sunshine. Uh, Sunshine is underrated. Just because it's available out there, we don't value it. Just get some daily sunshine, and it could just be 5 minutes of daily sunshine. Second would be sleep. Protect your sleep like it's gold. Sleep on time, have deep sleep, wake up at the same time every day. Third would be movement. I'm not saying exercise here because you could be somebody who's never exercised before. Any movement is great. You could go for a walk, go for a run, go for a dance class, get some Pilates in. Any movement on a day to day basis is going to make it. Fourth would be nutrition. At least try and have five fruits or vegetables in a day. We tend to eat a lot of carbs unknowingly, but if we could just incorporate any five fruits or vegetables throughout the day. I have two kids, 11 and 7, and they both are on this chart. So they make sure that they eat five fruits or vegetables on a daily basis. They track it.
Okay.
Right? And fifth one, I would definitely say, is to do some breath work. On a day to day basis, most of us working professionals are in a fight or flight mode. Our sympathetic nervous system is active. We need to move to a parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and relax mode. This is where our food gets digested, our body resets better. So, if we can just incorporate 5 minutes of daily breath work, this could just be right before you eat lunch. Your body will absorb the nutrients so much better.
Yeah.
So this would be my top five tips of how to have a daily healthy life.
And they are very simple and achievable. Thank you so very much, Bhavna. This has been really insightful.
Thank you, Marina.